The boys are back with another episode. Soundcheck podcast. Adam is back from vacation. Had to do a couple episodes without you, brother, and we missed you.
Yeah, man. Happy to be back. Sorry to put you in that predicament where you had to grind it out yourself, but sounds like everything went well without me on here. Sounds like you guys had a good time.
It wasn't the hardest thing you've ever made me do. Pause.
Damn, that's crazy. All right.
It was fun.
Um
I did a solo episode.
yeah, how
I
did
don't
that
know.
go? Do you feel like
I
it
don't
went
know.
well?
I had some people hit me up and said it was fine. I had a good time.
I haven't listened to it yet, admittedly. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
um
Um,
I'll
I
give
did
it a
that. Maybe you can try to do one too and just see how that goes.
yeah, I will. I will try that.
I'm
It'd
on
be a
board.
good little task, just some rambling. Speaking of rambling, I think we're going to do a little bit of that today, aren't we?
It's highly possible.
We
Um,
love it.
if you wanna share, you don't have to tell us where you went, but any highlights from the vacation or, like, any takeaways from having some time off?
Yeah, I went down to Florida. I was down around the Clearwater area. Just wanted to hit the beach and kind of deflate a little bit, you know. We've been on the road a lot this year and just even not on the road, it's just releasing a lot of music. The album came out, getting ready, doing this whole EP rollout. It just feels like I can pretty much recall every month of the year so far being very like go 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 go. So, I just needed to have a moment of like the opposite of that. Just sit back, feet in the sand, beer in your hand, not giving a damn.
Oh,
and
kid's working even when he's not working.
yeah, dude, and just enjoying some time. So it was really good. I also did a crazy move. I shaved my beard completely off for the first time in 4 years. Um
Yeah,
the
you
last
did.
time that I saw my face was 4 years ago. And maybe that's also why I was off the podcast for an episode. I was like, "Man, I'm not getting on camera." I looked like a fat 12-year-old, dude. I looked like one of those, like, Kmart 12-year-olds, just, like,
You
screaming.
look like a freak, I'm not gonna lie, and also part of that because here's the thing, I think you're a handsome kid. I don't think there's anything wrong with your face, but I haven't seen it in a long time, and
Yeah.
also, your whole face was tan except the outline of your beard, and that was pale white because your face of that part of your face hasn't seen the sun in 4 years, like you said. So,
Yeah.
you looked like someone that was, like, stuck inside and, like, they were in trouble or something, and then you came out. Looked
Yeah.
like like, it just looked very strange. When you FaceTimed me out the blue and had no beard, I almost threw my phone on the other side of my fence in the backyard and just forgot that I knew you, but
Yeah, it was definitely strange. It's a really weird feeling to look into a mirror and not recognize yourself. Like, you're looking at you and you're like, "Who is that guy?" That's a
yeah.
really weird feeling.
Yep.
Um So, yeah, that was weird, but, I thought about it, I was like, "I'm off the road for a little bit, I'm not playing shows until August," and, I already had my, like, next couple music videos filmed for this EP, like, the videos we're putting out, they were already filmed, going away to the beach for a week, I'm like, "Man, I haven't seen my face in 4 years since I was 22 years old." I'm 26 now, so it's like, I'm about to crest into my 30s, you don't know when stuff starts getting you know what I mean? Probably the late side of the 30s, you start getting wrinkles, you start getting all gray. It's like, maybe I'll never see my face like this again. This might be my only opportunity until God knows when to see my face. I was like, man, I'm off camera for a couple weeks. I'm chopping the beard.
By the way, I did clock you just, like, reverse yourself because you were talking about someone in their 30s, and you're like, "Hold on, this guy's in his 30s."
Yeah.
And it's all good, you know?
Mhm.
It but I did clock that, I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Go for that.
I knew that you clocked it. I knew that you got that.
Like, you never
Yeah.
know, one day I'll be old as fuck, like, maybe, like, 33 or something like that, and, like,
And
your
like
face will be
everything will
fucking
just be
screwed.
falling apart.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you are a very healthy guy. Like, I feel like you're active. But we've talked about it before on the podcast. You don't really get sick. age is you're winning the battle against age, by the way. Not that
I'm
33
trying
is
my
even old. It's like 33 is not old, but
ancient. It's not old. It's fucking beyond.
alright.
Um, no, but no, thank you. Yeah, now that I'm off tour, I'm trying to get back into a routine and like be in the gym, classic shit, just like trying to get
Yeah,
back to it. But yeah,
yeah,
I do feel youthful for my age. And I think we've talked about that before.
yeah.
Nobody expects me to be this old if they meet me for the first time, but I am indeed old as shit. So there's that.
Getting old
Um,
is an accomplishment, brother. A lot of people never made it there, you know?
true. But yeah, I'm glad that you got to unwind. It's funny because you were like, yo, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks or whatever. And then you know, you were still calling me every day about something,
Yeah, I
which
know.
I'm not mad at it, but we're still definitely working on things. You just probably weren't making music or shooting content and like doing that type of work.
Yeah,
But um, yeah, I've been just like locked in. I was talking about this a bit on the solo episode I did, but I'm just excited to be back and like feeling really inspired in the studio. I've made like fucking 65 songs in the past 2 weeks, and I'm definitely exaggerating the number, but I have a ton of new music that I'm really happy about. I'm trying to do weekly releases on Ellis for the rest of the calendar year, and I've got them like pretty much ready to go, which is crazy.
that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so I'm feeling good. I got it. I'm way ahead. And then on the Dylan Reese stuff, I've got at least two in the chamber that I'm like finishing. Like one of them, I think I finished today. Um, so yeah, I've got hella new music. About to be on tour a ton. Both of us are working on like new merch. We've just been dealing with the manufacturing of that, or like getting a sample made. What just all the shit that goes into
Yeah.
that. But it's gonna be a good rest of the year. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really inspired.
Good, dude. That's exciting stuff. And you just reminded me of something I wanted to talk about on the podcast because you just said you've been making a lot of music. But I hit you up yesterday and I was like, yo, like I had a change of heart with something and I feel like I'd like to talk about it on the podcast. And you're like, all right, let's do it. Let's podcast tomorrow. But
Hmm.
what I wanted to talk about was like, we've mentioned this on prior episodes that you have like ups and downs of being super creative and like sometimes like I'll write a bunch of songs that are coming naturally and then other times it's like they're not really coming to you and I've said before that I get this feeling of like maybe I'll never make a good song again, like did I lose the ability, like is it gone? And I almost feel like that's a natural thing to feel like that, but your brain is like a muscle like anything. It'll kind of just behave how you allow it to, like, keep working, and I've been kinda just over the last few months, almost, like, mentally convincing myself out of that, like, thought pattern, and trying to have this, like, feeling or, like, saying in my head that, um, it's, like, quite the opposite, that, like, I could live like, I don't have enough life left to make all the songs that I could possibly make. Like, even if I live to be 110 years old, like, it's sad because who knows what I would've made if I lived to be 120. Like, that feeling of, like, I don't know, just in general trying to have an abundant mindset. Because I
Hmm.
think that it's, like, that whole, the ideas are running out, da 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 da. It's like a scarcity mindset, it's just, like, a feeling of not having, and I've just been trying to rewire my whole thought process about most things to just having a feeling of, like, abundance. Like, you know what I mean? Abundance of happiness or love or whatever it may be, abundance of creative ideas, and I feel like this is just the latest, like, extension that I feel like I'm finally feeling and, like, acting on in my life, and it feels really good creating music, having that feeling of, like, man, like, I could do this forever, like, it's what I mean? There's, like, an endless amount of songs that could be made.
Yeah. Um, I feel the same way, especially right now. I'm just flowing. Like I know I said I'd made 65 songs, but like probably legitimately made like 15 songs in the last 3 weeks, which like that's like way more than I would normally be doing. But it's just because I'm home and I like pretty much every single one of those songs. And it's crazy because you wake up and you sit down at your desk and you're like, okay. I'm gonna work. This is what I'm supposed to do, you know? And then you just have this idea and you're like, "I didn't even know that I thought that until I started saying." So I tried, rhyming over this guitar loop. I didn't even know I had that thought, and I was like, "Yeah, I do think this." You know, it's such a cool way to challenge yourself to think outside the box and, like, ask yourself your own opinion on things, even if it's some stupid, like, little rap lyric where you're, like, just coming up with a 4, syllable rhyme, and you're like, "How can I do this?" But it's like you're still saying this thing that you wouldn't have just said out loud in normal conversation. So, it's such a unique and cool way to offer our perspective even to ourselves, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, like, sometimes you'll write a song and you'll be like, "Yeah, I've been thinking these things for years. It's cool that I made a song to get my thoughts out." And then other times it's like you said, you write a song, it's like, "Damn, I didn't even, know I was thinking about that or know that I had this opinion on it." You just, like, catch a little idea and then, like you said, start questioning yourself about, like, "How do I feel about this? What can I say?"
Mhm, mhm.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, that makes sense because there are unlimited things to think and talk about, you know?
Yeah,
Like, it's like,
exactly.
you can just make songs about anything that you're feeling, and even you could make 50 songs or 100 songs about one feeling that you have,
Yes.
because it's gonna be different chords, you're gonna say different words, it's gonna be a different melody. It's it's the best thing, and it's the greatest job on earth.
It is. And just like, I don't know, dude, something about sinking that feeling into me. I can just tell pause, but something about just accepting that feeling has like just brought a new I don't know, creative life to me recently. I just feel like good about making music. It just has really felt like it's coming effortlessly and it doesn't feel like that's going away anytime soon, which is just a really good feeling to have.
We are definitely aligned in that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And also, I don't recall when you said that before on the podcast, but I know that you did. And did did you actually feel like that was the case? Like, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna run out," or is it just diving more into, like, a specific moment of, like, it can feel like I have nothing left to say sometimes, or was that actually a concern of yours?
I don't think it was ever a real concern, like, in the back of my head, I always knew, like, that you will, like, make more songs, like, obviously, it's like I never truly felt like I'm done, but I would go through spurts of just feeling like, um, that all the things that I'm passionate about and all the things that I'm dealing with in life, did I already sum it up in my music? Like, I would have a feeling of, like,
Mhm.
do I have anything else left to say? Or if go in the studio and start making a song tonight, is it just gonna be am I just saying some bullshit for the sake of, like, making a song? It
Yeah.
was that. It was like, 'cause, I try to be so, like, meaningful in my songs and just, like, explaining shit that I'm going through that especially when I'm, like, deep into an album, like when we're wrapping up Evergreen or wrapping up Water Your Roots, and I'm looking back on it all, it's like, do I have anything else to say? Or did I like complete this? Did I like complete what I was trying to like put out into the world? You know? Um, and like ultimately I realized that yes, I have plenty to say. And as long as I'm living and inspired by life and learning new things and meeting new people and having new experiences, I will constantly have new things to say. You know what I mean? It's like that's not going anywhere. Um,
1,000%.
and I think it was a lot of, like honestly, dude, that's why this EP has such a different sound than Water Your Roots and my evergreen stuff. It's because part of why I was feeling so, like, pigeonholed was because I was just staying in this one, like, sound, and I was being very strict about, like, well, if the beat doesn't sound like this, or the song doesn't sound like this, or if I'm not talking about this type of thing, then it can't be an Adam Yokum song. So once I put 20 different list of criteria of what an Adam Yokum song has to be, maybe it does start to feel like, well, shit, what else can I do? You know what I mean? Have I done it all? And so that's why I realized I had to like break those barriers of like who cares if this beat is like more of like a trap, like rap sounding beat? If it's inspiring you and you have something to say on it, then do that. It doesn't have to like you don't have to check off 20 boxes before you can even consider bringing the song to life. And so I think that freed me up a lot to just feel, yeah, more free to just, regardless of how it sounds or how the song is coming together, if it's inspiring me and I can just hear an idea, get it out, you know? Um, and like I've been sending you a bunch of music that I'm working on that just doesn't even sound anything like my prior shit, It's all just what I'm feeling inspired on. So I think that was it really. I never thought that it was like the end for me, but I think I was just being like really hard on myself and specific about what I was looking for. So sometimes that caught me in moments of like, have I said it all already?
Yeah. No, obviously there's a balance too. You don't want to be like super all over the place, but I think you're at a point where you know what you sound like and you know what you are gonna say. So it's like you've kind of earned the right to experiment a little bit with genre or just like different sounds and stuff. To like to an extent. But yeah, I totally get it. Have you ever played pickup basketball and heard someone say he shot the clip out? Basically, like, let's say we were playing and like we're playing with people we don't know, and I like make two threes, and then I like miss three in a row after that. And then someone on the team goes, he shot the clip, like he's only good for two. Like he sucks actually. Like he's like kind of showing like, hit the real he only had two good ones in him.
Squeezed all the juice.
My favorite thing to say is I just reloaded because
Oh my
I
God.
I never shut the clip I never shoot the clip out, brother.
Yeah.
My clip gets refilled even if I miss. I'm shooting that fucking thing next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kinda the same thing with, like, song ideas and just, like, showing up to bat as a songwriter because you might miss, like, you're gonna miss, like, it's not fucking we're all humans?
Yeah.
But it's like, if you have the attitude that you shot the clip out, you're gonna be afraid to shoot.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
Exactly. Yeah.
you have to just step up and just fucking let that thing fly because you know that you are capable, you know?
Yep, you're absolutely right, yeah, like, if you think you, like, spent up all your magic, you yeah, you emptied the clip, you're probably
You
gonna
did.
hesitate. Yeah,
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 you literally did because you're half-assing everything. You're thinking about fucking pump faking rather than just, like, actually shooting it the way you know how to and the way you should?
yep. That's actually a perfect analogy for that.
But the one thing I can do is deliver a basketball analogy to life.
God, dude, that was really good, that was poetic.
It's pretty much the only thing I can do.
That's that's why they pay you the big bucks.
I don't know who they are, but they fucking owe me some money.
They owe me a few bucks, couple big ones,
Got a couple small, medium ones in the mail, but the big ones, I'm still waiting on 'em.
couple medium bucks.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to get some
What's
bigger
going on?
bucks myself.
How you gonna do that?
Mm, I don't wanna tell you.
Seems odd based on the nature of our relationship.
Yeah. No, I don't, I do have a couple plans for just trying to, like, grow what I have going on that I think I can share on the podcast. Um, as far as, like, getting some more bucks, if there's an independent artist out there. Listen, I'm it's a big goal of mine this year to expand the clothing sector of my business and be a little more consistent with the merchandise and high quality stuff, like, and I think maybe we pulled off from it a little bit because of the touring this year, and, like, we've mostly just been selling a lot of merch at the shows and haven't done too many online drops, but I just know from talking to my fans and stuff, it's not like we toured everywhere in the country, like, not everybody was even able to make it out to a show, so there's people out there that, like, from their lens, it's like, "Damn, Adam Yokum just doesn't put out merch, or he'll drop merch, like, once a year," and that kinda I realize that, so I wanna do a better job of, like, running the online part of my clothing and just getting that stuff out there more often. I think it'll go from, because obviously I'm making little bit of money on the merchandise. Not It's not like a get rich quick scheme. Like most of it is reinvested back into the clothing. Is you obviously know this, but I'm saying this to the listeners. Like pretty much all the money that I make, not only from the clothing, but in general right now is being reinvested back into new clothing, new designs, touring, whatever the expenses may be to just keep the ship moving and keep it growing is like where everything is going right now. And so yeah, that's a goal of mine to turn some medium bucks into some big bucks is to just be more consistent with the clothing and high quality stuff and push it out there more often because you guys listening, you guys rock the merch, rock the brand, and make it possible. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to show up better on my end as well.
And it's funny because we were having a convo yesterday about just restocking certain things for you and like how much to order of new stuff with the shows, whatever. And you're like, yeah, maybe I'll drop these online. And my thought was like, dude, you've been doing so many online drops. And then you were like, well, I've actually don't only done like one or two this whole year. But in my mind, I'm just thinking about all the fulfillments we've been doing because you have been buying and selling a lot of merch this year, and so have I. But it's just because we've been on tour nonstop. So yeah, it reminded me to do an online drop too, which I'm about to post in 20 minutes. So once this podcast is out, hopefully people got to it. But yeah, it's important because it's easy to get in the mindset of, yeah, I already dropped that merch. I just did 20 shows, but it's like, what about people in fucking, I don't know, Oklahoma or somewhere where I didn't go to? It's like,
Yeah,
could be people waiting on that shit. And I feel
yeah,
like that does happen. So it was a good reminder from you for me to do that too. Um, so yeah, it's a good plan. I mean, I think we've done a great job with your merch, and I'm proud of the products that we've put on the shelves for the good people. So just keep that
same,
going.
dude. Yeah, same. I'm really proud that I think every piece of merch that we've made for my stuff has been like really high quality. We're not like, I don't think we're that concerned with the income from it. Like we have took massive pay cuts to make the clothing better. You know what I mean? If it's like we have the option of making, you know, I'm just throwing random numbers out there. It's like you could make a T-shirt for $13 and it's like dog shit and everything falls apart, or you can make it for $20 each or something like that, and they're like way more higher quality and you're making less money, da 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 da. And it's like we've done that with pretty much all my merch. Is like, oh yeah, let's up the quality. Let's do the oh three different designs on it makes it more expensive. Don't care. That's what makes it great, you know? So I'm really proud that that's the route that we're taking, and we're not just making some cheap shit because we know people will buy it and you'll make money. It's like we're making like legitimately nice clothing. I'm
Yeah,
really proud
and it's
of
a
that.
long term play too. I've always thought about it like that. Um, like yeah, let's say just to make numbers easy, you could spend $10 and sell a shirt for $40. You make $30 every time you make a shirt. That's a great profit margin. Um, if that shirt sucks ass, which it probably might, unless you're ordering these in like thousands at a time.
Yeah,
Um, whoever buys that shirt is gonna get home from the show and put the shirt on the next day when they go to work or whatever they're doing, and they're like, "All right, it's a shirt," and then they wash it, and then, it's just like a random shirt they have in their fucking drawer,
yeah, yep,
and they just forget about it. They're like, "Alright," and they're not, like, in a rush to go get another Adam Yokum shirt or piece of, whatever it is that you're selling. Or you could make that shirt for 20 bucks, sell it for 40, so you make $20 less. But let's say that person buys 4 shirts from you in the next 2 years, which is very possible. Even if the margins are the same, they spent $160 and your margins were 80, you made 80, right? Instead
yeah,
of that person buying 1 shirt and you made $30 one time.
right, yeah.
Hope all that math I don't even know if I did the math right, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
There was
long
one
term.
little I caught you with one little mess up there, but it's okay.
Fuck! Um, no, you get the point though. It's like having someone that's long term invested in what you do and want to come back and support because you're delivering a high quality product is just like it's the long play. It honestly, that's like how I've built my career, honestly, because it's like I say this all the time, but I don't have some massive song, like, I'm not just, like, some huge artist, but I feel like I have core people that I know when I drop something, like, these people are going to grab it and wanna support it because I've delivered on my end for a fucking decade, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it's important to do that. You might
Yep.
not go as wide, but you'll definitely go deeper with everybody, you know?
Yeah. That's what it takes, dude. That's what it takes. Some years of just doing some good, honest work.
Yep.
I've got a saying. I think I came up with this saying, maybe, probably not, but I thought of it earlier. Didn't I didn't hear it from someone else. Sometimes you read something, but this was just a unique thought that popped in my brain. Probably not the first person to think this, but sitting on the couch earlier and this thought hit me. Everybody wants to own a farm until it's time to shovel shit.
There's no chance you made that up,
Probably not the first person to think of that, but
but I get it, and that makes a lot of fucking sense.
everyone wants to when you're starting off music, you want to be like, I mean, I think we all do. We want to be big, massive artists on the tours, but like, not a lot of people understand that like music isn't a get rich quick scheme. It takes years of like repeatedly doing really good work and just building a fan base and touring. And yeah, dude, everyone wants to own the farm, but no one wants to shovel the shit. And Dylan, let
And
me tell you,
also
buddy, I'm gonna shovel some shit.
yeah, I've been shoveling shit since 2009. That's what you gotta do. But on the other side, I want people also to have a takeaway, like, if you do shovel enough shit and the rest of the farm is operating in a way that actually makes sense, uh, there's a way to eventually stop shoveling shit or maybe less of it. And even if you do have to shovel some along the way, there's gonna be so many other benefits, like, there's gonna be fruit to your labor, and
Yeah,
maybe vegetables if we're talking about farms. I don't know how many
or at
fruits
least at least the farmer could get so successful that he hires a couple shit shovelers.
that's me.
No, no, no.
That was good.
Oh god, it doesn't matter what I say. Um, I came at you for your age. No,
"Yo, you old fuck, get out there and start shoveling. We got stuff to do. Come on,
yes.
get
I'm
out
sorry,
there.
Dylan.
Come on.
No, dude.
How are we supposed to run this farm?"
Dude, all the animals are getting out. Farm's falling apart, the crops are dying.
I'll tell you what, there's not too many people I would shovel shit for at this point. You're definitely at the top of the list, so if that
Thank
makes
you,
you feel
Dylan.
any better. I know
I
that's not
would
what you meant, but
I would
I'll
shovel
do it.
shit. I would shovel shit for you too.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
That could be the merch.
Shovel shit?
Something with that.
Yo, that's what I'll change the lodge to, Adam Yokum and the Shit Shovelers.
Now
No, that's bad.
that's
No, or just
if
or
you
just
get to the point where you make, like, a folk project and you have, like, a band and you're, like, old,
yeah, yeah,
like, older than 33, I'm talking, like, 60.
yeah.
That can be the name of, like, the folk project.
Yeah, the Shit Shovelers project.
And everyone has to be, like, older than you and uglier than you.
Okay, why? Uglier.
They just feel like they would be shoveling more shit?
Yeah. I think our reference to what shoveling shit means has changed because I thought it was a good thing at first. It was like you're working hard to go get something.
Yeah, it was.
Now it just seems a little degrading, like the title of shit shoveler sounds bad, you know?
It sounds bad when you said you had to hire some,
You're right. Yeah, that made it demeaning. You're right. Yeah, that made it like it was like a lesser thing. I didn't
but
mean it
maybe
like
not.
that.
Maybe there's someone out there that would be fucking ecstatic to shovel shit for you, and that's their dream job. You
I
don't
think the
know.
craft of shit shoveling is a noble job.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're good.
Alright. Thank
If
you.
anyone wants to, get in here, shoot me an email.
Job's
Uh
open.
anyways, that was a good pod. First one back for you. Um, we'll be back for another one next week. If there's anything that maybe a follow up or something that you guys want to hear us yap about, drop it in the comments. I always love seeing those anyway, even if people are talking shit, which there's not really. I don't even think there's been one of those, but if there were, I would love to read it. So if you want to talk some shit,
Yeah.
drop a comment,
Yeah, please drop a hate comment under this podcast.
please.
Please.
All right, we'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Peace.